is going on, you guys? It's KOL Fan 93 back here with another video. And today we are going to be doing a comparison video between the version 1 and version 2 of the Big Logo Championship belt from Figures Inc. And this is a video I've been wanting to do for a long time, so really excited to do this one for you guys today. Also, want to go ahead and remind you guys, if you did not check out the latest episode of Get the Strap over at the Pounding the Meat podcast, make sure you go over to their channel right now. I was on tonight's episode, got to talk about belts, play a little bit of music, and just have a good time. So go check that out. I'll make sure to link it in the description below, and hope you guys enjoy that. So without any further ado, let's get into the comparison between these bad boys. So yeah, let's not waste any time and get right into it. Let's go. Alright, you guys, here we have them. The version 1 Big Logo and the version 2 Big Logo. Both of these are Figures Inc. belts. And if you haven't figured it out by now, or you just can't tell the difference, the one on the top is the version 1 and the one on the bottom is the version 2. Now, looking right offhand, some of the key differences that you should be noticing is the background of each main plate. Here on the version 1, we have no tooling whatsoever. It's just smooth simulated leather back there. This is how it was released by Figs Inc. in 2013 after this debuted on TV. And then the version 2, which was done later because of the inaccuracies, had that tooling back there. And another huge key difference that goes along with this right here is on the version 1, in between your W's on the WWE logo, you have solid metal. Whereas your version 2, it's cut out. And you can see straight to that simulated leather right there. Now, other differences that you'll spot with the main plates is the bottom. Version 2 here is slightly curved, so it makes it look a little, I guess, more narrow compared to the version 1. There's also other versions of this, such as the version 1.5, which was made by Figs. Between these two, pretty much the exact same thing as this belt, however they added a simulated leather piece like this tooling right here behind it, so you can find those out there. However, it still had the metal in between here, so it was not accurate, which is why the version 2 came to be. The one that is currently on WWE Shop right now is technically the version 3, and we're not going to be covering that in this video. Maybe sometime later. Another thing that you're going to notice is like the red stones on the swoosh here. The ones on the version 2, they're much larger, they're very more prominent, they stand out, whereas they're very small. On the version 1, they're just, I don't know, they're not evenly spread. Something's just not right about that. It's more gold than red, and this one just looks so much better in my opinion. Some other things are going to be your stone counts, like you have different amounts of stones running in between these sections right here. You get the picture. And now let's move on to some other major differences outside of the main plate. So starting off right away, looking at these side plates, you should be able to tell there are a lot of differences here. The globes are the things that stand out the most. You see this one is raised. It's much more domed. Very raised, very 3D, as well as the crown. It is also, I guess, 3D there at the top. And then the V1 here, just so many issues going on. First, you see how the side disc is sunk down in there because there were no, I call them rivets, but they're not rivets. It's a metal piece that goes underneath this frame right here and keeps these things held up so they set flush. The original did not have that, as you can tell, so they do sink in very significantly. Also, flat globe, no raised crown, nothing. So you don't get that with this one. And this is the one that I see people complain about the most, is the sidebars. Let's take a good look at those right there. See, these are flat as a pancake. Not very desirable to most collectors. At least that's what I hear people bitch about quite often. But then you go to the version 2, and you've got raised sidebars. Significantly raised sidebars. Now, why they did not continue this when they moved on with the version 3 is beyond me, and I'll never understand that one. But they definitely should have kept that going because this just looks so much better. And WWE Shop, this is why a lot of people are buying those sidebars from other companies, so they can have more accurate looking belts. So please, for the love of God, moving forward, make accurate sidebars. Alright, so the next thing we're going to look at are the differences in the straps. Right here we've got the version 1, right here is the version 2. Lots of differences here as well. It looks like the detail on the version 1 actually pops a little bit better than the version 2. You can see this much more clearly. The texturing much better. It stands out a lot more. And this right here just looks like they had a stamp and just kind of meh. They were done, left it. Good thing about both of them, look at your snap boxes. Now this one does look a little bit better. Just going along with this, everything about this strap looks better than this strap. You've got your, I guess, stamped, tooled, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely stamped. Snap boxes, rather than it being stitched on, as you see, the stitching only runs around the edge of the belt there. Of course, it's got a 2x5 female snap set there, gold tip, all that good crap. And then this one, it's pretty much the same exact thing going on over here, just much more shallow on the stamp tooling. This one, however, does have some stitching around the snap box, but it is also a 2x5. Now, I know this one right here will not fit a standard replica belt hanger like the ones that have been around since the beginning of this whole thing. These, I'm not quite sure about. I think it does. I'm actually going to probably put it on a hanger later, so I guess we will find out. Pretty much same thing going on over here with the male snap sets. You've got the version 1. Once again, much better tooling, stamp, whatever you want to call it. Don't come after me. Then over here on the version 2, you know, it's just so much more light-handed stamping. Stitched on snap box once again here. Snap box not stitched on here, stitching only going around the border. The snaps also look a lot better on this one versus the version 2. I'm not sure why, but the strap just had so many better aspects about this one. Alright guys, now we're going to take a look at the back of the straps here. We've got the version 1 and the version 2. A lot of differences with the back of the straps. This one actually kind of a lighter shade of black. I don't know how that makes sense, but this one is lighter than this one. This one's pretty dark, and that's not just the lighting in the room. I noticed this a long time ago. So another key difference, we've got a Figs Ink sticker. The patch, if you will, is just a sticker, all the information from the licensing, everything you'll need like that. And over here you've got the traditional patch that we're all used to, that we all know and love. We've been seeing for years. I'm not sure why they did not put a patch on here and went with a sticker, because this thing does peel up very easily, but it's pretty much like a static cling, so it goes right back. Just take care of it, keep your eye on it, and you won't lose it. Take care of your belts, people. Of course, we've got an extra screw right here for the WWE logo where we don't have it here. Not sure why on that, but yeah, that's pretty much all there is to do with the straps, you guys. Alright you guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button if you had a good time here today. Hit subscribe and make sure you click the bell. Get the notifications, because I know that you want them. And also make sure to go over to Belt Addicts Anonymous on Facebook right now. Send us a join request, answer the questions, come in, have a good time. Check out Max Revere's channel on that Over the Shoulder podcast. We got some new episodes coming out for you guys very soon. And that's going to do it for now. I'm KOFan93, and I'll see you next time.